In a wealthy part of the city, there lived a woman named Noura. She was admired for her elegance and beauty. When she was younger, people often called her a fresh flower, praising how pretty she looked. But deep inside, Noura carried a quiet sadness that no one noticed. As a child, she was bullied at school. Some classmates said cruel things about her. At home, things weren't much better. Her family constantly compared her to her cousins, always saying they were prettier. These words stayed with her, making her feel small and unwanted. Years later, Noura married a man named Basil. He was wealthy and respected. In the beginning, he adored her. His gaze made her feel special. But as time went on, that gaze changed. He began to admire famous actresses, commenting on their beauty, hinting that they looked better than her. Noura felt the sting of those comparisons again. She wanted to be admired, not just by Basil, but by everyone. She began altering her appearance, thinking it would bring her closer to the ideal she believed people wanted. First, she changed her nose, then her lips. Her eyebrows followed. Little by little, she transformed her face. Each time someone complimented her, it lifted her spirits. It made her believe she was improving. She convinced herself that she was getting closer to perfection. One day, while shopping in a luxurious mall, she ran into her old friends, Layla and Sarah. They greeted her warmly, but then Sarah blinked in surprise. "Wow, I didn't recognize you," she said. "You look so different." Noura beamed. "Do you think I look better now?" Layla laughed and said, "You look incredible. Like a celebrity." Then Sarah brought up someone unexpected. "Remember Maya? Our classmate from school? I saw her recently. She's stunning now." Noura was taken aback. Maya? She didn't even know how to style her hair. Sarah pulled out her phone and showed a photo. Maya looked glamorous, like she belonged in a magazine. "Did she get surgery too?" Noura asked. "Yes," said Sarah. "She went to a famous woman doctor. People say she can completely transform your face." Noura's eyes sparkled. "Can you give me her details?" Sarah handed her a business card. Noura placed it carefully into her purse, but more importantly, she placed it in her heart. That night, Noura couldn't sleep. She imagined her new face, imagined people turning to look at her with admiration, and even imagined Basil saying kind things again. The next day, determined, she looked at herself in the mirror. She gently touched her cheek and whispered, "Just one more." She knew she needed $40,000. After lunch, she sat beside Basil. "Can we talk?" she asked softly. He looked up from his phone. "What is it now?" "I need $40,000, she said. He laughed dryly. "What for this time? You won't even recognize me. I'll be more beautiful than ever." He smiled, but there was no warmth. "I barely recognize you now. You look like a doll, perfect on the outside, but something is missing inside." Noura's heart sank, but she didn't let the tears come. "Maybe you've always liked other women more than me. But soon you'll see. I'll be the best of them all." He walked away, leaving the room in silence. She messaged him. She called. Sometimes she pleaded. Sometimes she broke down crying. "This will be the last time," she promised. Eventually, worn down and wanting peace, Basil gave her the money. On the day of the operation, Layla and Sarah joined her at a large, modern hospital. Noura was anxious. Her heartbeat was racing. "Are you okay?" Sarah asked gently. "I'm ready," Noura said with quiet conviction. "This will fix everything. No more pain. No more comparing. People will finally admire me." She walked into the surgical room. The doors closed behind her. Time dragged on. Layla and Sarah sat outside, holding hands, whispering to each other. Then a nurse came out, tears in her eyes. "I'm very sorry," she said softly. "There were complications." Her heart stopped. "We tried everything, but we couldn't bring her back." Sarah screamed. Layla collapsed, unable to speak. Later, Basil rushed in. He saw her still body and whispered, "No, this can't be." Tears streamed down his face. He shouted for the doctor, demanding answers. "I want justice," he yelled. The female doctor calmly handed him the signed documents. She agreed to the risks, she said. It was a very complex surgery. Her heart just couldn't handle it. Basil left the hospital with Noura's hand in his. It was cold. In the car his mind raced. Was this my fault? Was it something I said? Or was it the world that made her believe she wasn't enough? Back home, he held their young daughter, who had eyes just like Noura's, and cried again. Noura had vanished little by little, lost behind reflections and surgery tables. The truth of who she was faded more and more with each attempt to change. Real beauty isn't carved by a surgeon's blade, or found in filtered images. It grows from within, through compassion, peace, and self-love. Don't let fake standards destroy your soul. Don't allow others to define your worth. You are more than what others see. True beauty lives in the heart, and the heart doesn't need to be fixed.